Hello students, life is like a game of boxing. You don't lose if you fall, but if you lose if you fail to get up. In life, whatever the stumbling blocks you may come across, keep your zeal high so that you can keep going despite all these obstacles. And ultimately, you definitely will achieve the success. With this positive note, now we are going to study refining of metals today by employing whatever the method, whether it is moderately reactive metals which are obtained by calcination, roasting and then reduction by some agent like aluminum or carbon, or whether they are least reactive which are obtained from their ores by heat alone, means roasting is done and again oxide we reduce those metals by heat alone, or whether we obtain the highly reactive metals by the method of electrolysis. The metals that are obtained are not 100% pure metal. Now the need is if the very high grade of purity is required. So what we will do is we will do refining, and refining the three things are required for electrolytic refining. See, the refining, there are numerous methods that we employ, and which method will be employed will depend upon which metal you want to refine. Also it depends upon the type of impurities that are present in the metal. Most widely, most extensively and most important one is electrolytic refining, and particularly it is so more important for us because this is what is in our syllabus of class 10th. So today we are going to study electrolytic refining. These are the metals: copper, zinc, tin, lead, chromium, nickel and silver and gold, which can be electrolytically refined. For doing this electrolytic refining, what we are supposed to have is three requirements. Number one is anode, and make a thick impure block as anode and a thin pure strip as cathode. Why this pure strip to be made as cathode? Because we want to obtain metal as cathode. Why that should be? Because metals will always form electropositive ions. This we have discussed at length in our previous classes. Why metals are forming electropositive ions? They contain 1, 2 or 3 electrons in their outermost orbit. So to complete their octet, they need to lose 1, 2 or 3, and once these electrons are lost, electropositive ions only are formed. These electropositive ions can be attracted by cathode alone, which is a negative electrode. So the force of attraction which is getting established will draw closer to itself the ion of copper here. It will go there, and what happens is Cu2 plus we have seen, and this is having 2 electrons deficient, and cathode is having large number of electrons. It will gain 2 electrons from cathode and will become copper atom and will stick to the pure strip that was there. And at anode what will happen is, once this electrolytic decomposition starts or refining starts, materials from the impure block will start getting dissolved and will enter into electrolyte. The ones that are soluble will remain into electrolyte, and the ones that are not soluble will settle down at the bottom in the form of anode mud. This is also important from examination, anode mud, and usually these are Ag and Au. Ag and Au, silver and gold. These are least reactive and they are not soluble in this solution, so they settle down in the form of anode mud at the bottom of the electrolytic tank. Now what happens at anode is copper. This anode definitely contains copper. It also contains other impurities. For see, copper, even gold and silver are impurity. If you want to refine copper, even gold and silver are impurity. It may have some more reactive impurities like iron. Those impurities which are reactive will enter into electrolyte and will remain there, and the ones that are less reactive like silver and gold will settle down at the bottom of apparatus in the form of anode mud. And the one that we want to obtain, accordingly we will the electrode potential will be set in such a way that the matter that we want to obtain at cathode will alone, ions of that alone will be attracted. Rest it will not be able to attract. So more reactive metals which are getting decomposed from this anode will enter into electrolyte and will remain there. The least reactive ones will settle down at the bottom in the form of anode mud, and the one that we desire will reach from anode. They will enter into electrolyte after becoming ions, and these ions will be attracted and will be made atoms again. So atoms will be turned into ions and ions will be turned into atoms. This is all about the electrolytic refining. Now at this we have copper. from atoms of copper, electrons will be pulled because of the positive potential that we have applied. These electrons, when are pulled, atoms of copper will turn into ions. These ions will enter into electrolyte, and electrolyte will ensure that they again are drawn closer to the cathode, and they again turn into the atoms. So this was all about electrolytic refining. The three requirements that I was talking about, one is anode, and this is a thick impure block. Thick means large number of metal that we want to obtain it's supposed to have, so it has to be thick, and this is a thin strip of pure metal that has to be made cathode, this has to be made anode, and a water soluble salt. A water soluble salt of the metal that we want to obtain is a must. So here, since we were talking about our example that we took is we wanted to refine copper, so we have taken copper sulfate, which is a water soluble salt. When this is dissolved into, it forms Cu2 plus ions. This ion we are not interested, so this will be drawn closer to the cathode because this is positive, that is negative, and when it reaches there, this reaction will exactly happen. This is having 2 electrons deficient, it will gain 2 electrons and will become copper atom and will stick to the pure thin strip. So that was all about this. I think more than sufficient it is. 3 requirements we have talked about, what is anode mud, then we have talked about what happens to the more reactive impurities like iron, they enter into electrolyte and remain there. And the when that is of our interest, that the electrode potential is set in such a way that the ions of that alone are brought to the cathode. So this was all about electrolytic refining.